It's time for a little 12 Beers viewer mail. On the last video, John wrote, "Tracy, you missed where the world's best beer comes from." And yeah, you're right, I did. And I'm going to tell you why. When I went to pick out the 12 beers this year, I went to the Downtown Specs in Houston, Texas. Now you have to understand what that means. So let's put it in terms of Australia. The Downtown Houston Specs is to other beer stores what Australia is to most of the other countries in the Commonwealth. Not Canada and really not India, but the little ones. I'm all excited, and there was one country that was at the top of my list. One country that I knew I had to get beer from, and it was Australia. And so I get on the aisle with all the beers, and I'm going down the aisle, and I'm going down the aisle, and I can't find Australia. I saw Germany. Germany's a huge section. There's a lot of German beers. There's a lot of Belgian beers. I'm going to come back to those later. There's some English beers. There's some Scottish beers. I'm going to come back to those later. I was looking for an Australian beer. And you know what I found? And what I only found?
Beer. Foster's, Australian for beer.
Yep. Foster's. I was very disappointed. I kept looking. I figured there had to be some more Australian beers here. I finally ran across this. I was super excited at first. Bobby Dazzler, Australian Blonde Ale from Platypus Brewing. I mean, it says Australia right on the can. This had to be from Australia. It turns out it's brewed by Australians who are now living in Houston, Texas. It didn't count. Australia has given us so many great things. AC/DC, Mad Max, Olivia Newton-John. Australia, but all you've given us is Foster's. And I think I know why. The reason there is so much Foster's in the United States is because Australia is trying to get rid of it. Men at Work, Kylie Minogue, In Excess, Rick Springfield, come on! Give us some great beer. You've given us some great entertainment. Give us some great beer. I just realized that all of my pop culture references, they end on December 31st, 1989. But I am enjoying the Bobby Dazzler. This is a fantastic blonde ale. I'm really enjoying this. If you can find it, it's brewed in Houston. Pick up some. My favorite cover of any Beatles song is by an Australian band. It's Zoot's cover of Eleanor Rigby. Fantastic, better than the original. I know I'm going to be blaspheming to some of you. Better than the original from an Australian band. And yet all we get is Foster's. Release the beer. Please. Crocodile Dundee, Crocodile Dundee 2, Midnight Oil, Young Einstein, Ice House, The Little River Band, Kylie Minogue, The Hoodoo Gurus, Errol Flynn, even the Bee Gees.